Yes, I can. So we have about 70 people in the space and 45 people checked in. So that means we still have about 20 people to check in. So if you're looking at your phone, is there any way they can tell if they look at their phone, Kim, if they're not checked in?
At the bottom, when they're not on camera, the screen has a box, a number box at the bottom above the heart. 46. That part tells you how many people are checked in.
Okay.
And that includes people online?
So when they're looking at this, that's what.
You can see it up here. 52,
Oh,
53,
54 people are checked in? I don't know what I'm looking at.
We're up to 54.
Up to 54.
What about people online?
They're already there.
They're already
They have
down
the
there?
same check.
This is the number that we're looking at right here, in case you're wondering where that decision is coming from to start. We're waiting for this number to get to 67.
So we got from
We're at 58.
25.
59. We need 7 more and we'll be ready to start.
Kim,
Yes.
do I need to tell them to put their name and email? Brandon told me that just because they got right? But I thought,
Should take you straight to the screen and then back to your.
he's saying he wants them to register and
At the end, you put your email information in there, and then you can get the results. We're at 68. We're at 68, so we reached a quorum number.
Yay!
Was.
72.
good morning. I know that you are still having any, like I just did, turned around and said, I don't have anything on my Menti. And they said, well, we haven't started yet. I said, oh. So if you're looking at it wondering what's happening, nothing's happening yet. So you're all right. If you have any troubles during, when you're trying to vote, please let Kim know or one of the other people who are working with the Menti app that you are having trouble, so we can make sure that we can just pause to get you in on the voting. And lastly, I was just told that if you would like to have see the results of the voting, I mean, we're going through it and the results are there, but if you would like to receive the results at the end of the meeting, you can put in your name and email address, and that will be sent to you. So if you want to go back and parse whatever you can parse from it, you can do that also. So are we ready, Bradley, for... Because we want to make sure this is live, we don't want to leave out our friends who are watching virtually. They've missed all this action. Okay. All right, so welcome, and we're going to begin with a prayer. And as you will see, I'll be reading off the slides that are here that match there, and I know you may be able to read it, but I'm going to be reading it out loud. The second thing is that when we do the voting, you will be seeing the results even before I even say them, but I'll still be saying the results of the voting. And secondly, when we ask for a motion by the first person, the second person, I need you can raise your hand and then say your name, and then I will repeat your name so that they can, so that everyone can hear who this person is. And then the second, and then I'll go through the step for each one of the times that we vote. All right? And of course, at any time that if you have a question, just be sure to raise your hand or your phone and we'll be able to help you. All righty, let us start this with a little prayer. We come to you with our work of the church. We bring our hearts, our minds, and everything that we want and hope for this church to be. Amen. All right, so our agenda, we have established a quorum. The meeting is now being called to order at 12:30. You've got your instructions for your Menti voting. We are going to this is our agenda today. We're going to approve the agenda. Then we're going to have a motion to approve the selected candidates to the board. Then we have a motion to receive all the other reports, which is the clerk's, the ministry report, the lay delegate reports, director's reports, the bylaws report, the financial report, and the budget report. And then we'll have a motion to approve the budget. Then we will have a prayer, and then we'll have a motion to adjourn. So that's 5 different times that you are going to have that. All righty. So the slide that says consideration of the agenda. I need a motion to approve the RMCC 2021 Annual Congregation Meeting agenda. Would you raise your hand and make that motion? Aileen North has made the motion.
I second the motion. Manuel Diaz.
Manuel Diaz has seconded the motion. Using your Menti device, please vote. The voting is in 100%. In say aye, 0 for no. Our next slide is the nominating team. First of all, before we even vote, we'd like to thank and acknowledge the time and effort that the nominating team put in to bring this candidates before you and thank them for their work. The nominating team, of course, was the co-chairs Lily Chu, Van English, Ashley Bernal, Dominique Williams, William Russell, and Daryl Mayon. So thank you all of you for your time and efforts to bring them. Next slide, consideration of the Board of Director candidate slates. The nominating committee presents the following slate of 2022 candidates for the continued service as RMCC Board of Directors: Veronique Walker and Doug Perkins. Do I have a motion to approve the presented candidate slate for service on the Board of Directors? Rhea Jarrett has made the motion. George Tresh has seconded the motion. Please vote by Menti. The voting shows, let me turn around, 99 yes and 1 no. The next slide is the consideration of the all-church meeting reports. The motion to receive all of the 2021 reports as presented in the annual congregational packet, including clerk report, board report, ministry report, treasurer's report, lay delegate report, and bylaws committee report. I need a motion. James Vandia. James Vandia. Do I have a second? Tom Beauchamp. Please vote by Menti. %100 yes, 0 no. The budget, the 2022 Budget Committee slide, please. The Budget Committee was Tricia Phillips, Dewana Jernigan, Manuel Diaz, Doug Perkins, Edward Domain, Raymond Turner, and Robert Amadon. That is a big, big job, and I would really like to hear of applause for the Budget Committee. Yes. I'm going to read, let me just pause for a second. I have the highlights of the 2022 budget. The slide says highlights of 2022 budget. There we go. Again, here are the highlights after Robert Amadon went through it in our meeting last week and also in your board packet. But here's a summation of that. The mortgage repayment at 15-year rate. The maintain a 5% annual UFMCC tithe rate to support global impacts. The hosting of the 2022 General Conference, which will not be an expense to our congregation. The thorough review of expenses undertaken, and the overall realistic approach on anticipated general offerings, fundraisings, and miscellaneous income categories. Slide, consideration of the 2022 budget. Motion to approve the Resurrection MCC proposed 2022 budget as presented by the budget team here and printed in the annual congregational packet. Do I have a motion? Debbie Holmes has motioned. Second? Tricia Phillips. Second? Please vote by Menti. %97 in favor, 3% no. I was making sure that was it. Yes, that is it. All right. So I'm going to do the closing prayer, and then we'll have a motion to adjourn so we don't all shoot out in the middle of my prayer.
And one thing before, we have one board member who's had a promotion at work, so he's not going to continue, so his name wasn't on the slate. And he's up there running the Menti program. So Brandon, if you'll stick your head out of the door there, let's thank him for his board service for Resurrection.
Brandon De Hoyos. A closing prayer. It is with gratitude and generous gratitude that we thank all of you for being here. And we want you to have safe travels home. As always, our people who are online, thank you for your faithfulness, taking the time and being with us here. Amen. All right. Slide, consideration of adjournment. I have a motion to adjourn the annual congregational meeting. Kim Adam has made the motion. Second. Cassandra White has seconded. Please vote by Menti. 100%. And we are now adjourned at 12:38.
Hey, folks, let's welcome our two new board members, Doug and Veronique. Yes, yay! Woo! Woo! And congregation, thank you for passing our budget. What a great day.
You are dismissed.